Another day, another episode of James's Minecraft journal here, and yeah, so the grind continues. Not the grind of videos, but the grind of working on this blinking project. As you can see, I have done a bit of work with the area that I said I would work on. So we've got a custom tree here. Well, custom as in I grew a big tree and then extended the trunk a bit. It looks okay. Then we've got some regular trees. I mean, I could have done custom trees, but I didn't feel like it. And then we've got another, well, fake custom tree here. And then I grew a tree up there, because why not? Got some grass, got some flowers. And yeah, it's. I think it's looking okay. We've got a bit of a path here that goes to nowhere. So I might have a bench here, or I might put... I was going to put a dock, so I did speak about that last episode, but I don't know, there's not much space. I mean, I guess we could just do like I don't know, a dispenser filled with boats. That might look cool. Alright, so put that there, put that there. Hey, it doesn't actually fit in the water, which is annoying. So we'll just have to get rid of that. Alright, well I think that's the easy way of doing it. And then you can obviously then sail around the pond. It's something very, very silly and very, very insignificant, but I don't know. It's just something, just, you know, it's not a case of I want to add as much as possible, but rather it'll give it some sort of a different vibe, you know, instead of just being for looks and that. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Legolas. Apparently the Mojang servers are down, so that's a rip. I thought I wasn't going to be able to log in because obviously there was that time. I think it was a month ago or something like that. The servers went down and you could log in, but no, I could log in, which was I was thankful for. Yeah, I think we'll settle with sprucewood. Sprucewood looks okay. So we've got the bench, the dock. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I've been streaming a bit lately. I streamed on this world lately, and I just want to say thank you to folk who stopped by. I know streams are slightly different from videos in that videos you can watch whenever the heck you want. Streams are up and then they're not up. I do archive my streams. I do have a playlist with all my streams on it. You know, it kind of loses a dynamic, a certain dynamic, a vital dynamic when you archive it, because then it's no longer live. Then you can no longer interact with the streamer and other people. So then it just becomes a video. So yeah, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It's been fun to do, and I appreciate folk for sticking around and watching them. So yeah, this is the area we've got. I actually really like it. I don't know why. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do. I think with this cave, we're just going to try and keep it as natural as possible. So I'm not going to add too much to the place. In fact, you know, I think that'll be fine. Just leaving it as it is. I expanded that area slightly there. Maybe if I just add one or two things here. Yeah, we don't need to do too much. But I'm liking this a lot. I'm happy that we incorporated it into the city. And I know in theory this is a bad thing, because if you think about it, imagine there was loads of people and they were going to the horse arena, right? So you go up, you go into the horse arena, that's fine, but then there's another way. Oh, where does this way go? Oh, I wonder. And then they go up. Oh, red carpet. Oh, and then up the stairs, and they're in the castle, and all the general public are in the castle. I know that's logistically not something I should be allowing, but I don't know, I'm just going to leave it as it is. It's fun enough. Oh dear. Rip flowers and grass. So yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's just pretend there's an imaginary barrier here that only residents of the castle can go through. So I'm just going to, I guess, start working on a place to keep the horses. It's probably going to be the last thing I do on this build for now. I don't think we're going to use much of the space in here just because, you know, there's nothing I can really get away with, I feel. So we're going to limit the horse housing area, the stables or whatever, to this small section here. So we do need some of this, and I will probably just go for a similar style to the room in here with a spruce ceiling, and we might have stone bricks in the walls. Okay, so as you can see, I have added a place to house the horses. As I said, we've kind of gone for the same style of, well, ceiling, walls, and we've got our horse here, the one that can do 4.9. So this is obviously just a place to keep horses. I'm sure we could probably fit 2 in there if we tried. But yeah, I now need to repeat this another 3 times onto the other sections. Actually, we might not be able to do it on the 4th section because that area is kind of built into the mountain, and so it's going to be a lot more difficult to add anything seamlessly. So we will just have to play it by ear when we get to that one. Okay, so as you can see, I've completed the area in which horses can be housed. This is the far corner. I was a bit worried about this because there was a bit of a hill in the way here, and there's redstone just over there for the timer, but I managed to get it fit the stall in, the horse stall, and yeah, I'm rather happy with the way it's all turned out. We've got another one just in here, so in theory we can house, well, 8 horses, but I reckon we can get 2 in each, so I think 16 would not be a problem. But yeah, overall I'm happy with where the horse arena is at right now. I am content to move on to something else. That pig sheep, oh yeah, it's different. It's a bit darker. It's a lot darker actually compared with the new update. How are you doing? Okay, fine. I thought we should just have a look at the area from the air. I think it looks really nice actually. I'm really happy with it. We can add, well, there will be buildings added round and about, or more trees. You know, it doesn't have to be a city with buildings, it could be a city with trees. But yeah, I'm loving it a lot. This hillside here is kind of a bit bare, but I'm okay with leaving it like that. I don't know why. I might add some trees to it though, some grass, I don't know. So I've done a bit more work on adding some trees and stuff to the city. I kind of think it's important. I remember an experience from, well, I think it was quite a long time ago. I was staying in London. London is the biggest city in the United Kingdom, and indeed one of the biggest cities in Europe. Not quite a mega city, but 7 or 8 million people living in it is testimony to just how big it is. And I remember I was staying in I think it was some sort of a travel lodge or whatever, many stories above street level. And in the morning, I remember looking out of my window, and there was absolutely no vegetation whatsoever. It was like Coruscant from Star Wars. There was just nothing there. And as a result of that, I have decided it is important for this particular city to have as much vegetation as possible. I added some trees and some grass up the hill there. I might add more trees over the hill, I'm not sure. I don't think it's necessarily bad without them, but it is a bit bare. We could add trees in front of the castle as well, although I'm less in favour of that. We do happen to have one bone here. So we could just add grass and that here and there. Grass and flowers. But yeah, no, it's just something I feel that, you know, we don't have to cram buildings in, but rather, you know, trees and flowers and stuff would make it look nice. To finish off this episode, we're going to do something a bit unique, or not unique, a bit special, something a little bit different. We're going to test the speed of different horses. Now, I don't have time to go and tame a bunch of horses, breed them up, get so many horses that we're going to be here for hours and hours on end. What I have done though is I've transported all the horses I had at my base and I've brought them over here. Can't remember how many there are. I think there's about, well, that was one stall that was empty, so I think about 7. Yep, 2 in there and 2 in there. So yeah, we've got 7 horses, which is good. Let's reset that just in case there was a bit of a lag spike there. I've got signs here, so what I'm planning to do is to put a sign up and then put the time the horse took to complete the 100-meter sprint. It's not even 100 meters, it's more like 50, but whatever. So I think this is the 4.9 guy. Let's just test that. Oh, it's 4.8. Well, let's try again then, shall we? Now, in bringing horses over, I've seen which are the fast ones and which are the slow ones. It's 4.9. So that was the first time this horse had got 4.8. But yeah, I know which horses are fast, which are slow. I don't know what times they're going to get, but some of them were ridiculously slow. Right, we'll go for this chap now. Horses have been improved a lot since the dark days of 1.7, 1.8. They're a lot smoother. They actually feel like horses now. It doesn't feel like you're riding a motorbike whizzing over the landscape. They actually do feel like you're going up and down when you're on the horse, or at least you get that impression more so than you used to. Right, let's see what this guy's going to get. This is the second horse. Only the second horse I've ever tested the timer on. If I get 4.9, I'm going to be so sad. I think this guy's a bit slower. What's that? That's 3, 6, 6.6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.6. This guy got. Shall we do it again? Might as well do it again just to get a good reading. Of course, in science, when I was at high school, we always were encouraged to do well, it was mandatory that we did experiments over and over again to gain an accurate set of readings. I'm sure you don't have time to watch me do it over and over and over again. That's 6.7, 3, 6, 7, yeah. That horse is a tad slower. And obviously we've got these readings now. We can choose the fastest ones and breed them up and see if we get an even faster horse. Some of these horses here, oh, I think this horse is painfully slow. Yeah, this horse is painfully slow. I wonder if this will even make it in the 9.9 seconds. Let's find out. As you can see, it's already at 4, 5. Yeah, it's going to be at least 7. What's that? 7.8. 7.8. This guy is very slow. Okay, so we've got a few more horses to try. We'll try this one. These ones, I think that 7.8 guy is probably the slowest. Most of the other ones at that end are faster, hence why I took them further away. Because it wouldn't have taken as long as it would have with a slow one. But this guy, we'll see what this guy gets. I think that was a 5. Or a 9.1? Nah. I'm going to try that again. The fact it was 9.1 means it's probably didn't break, otherwise it would have gone straight to 9.9. But this horse does seem a lot quicker than the last one. In fact, you know what, let's just keep our eyes open. What? It just kind of jumped up, didn't it? Let's try another horse. We'll try this guy. Yeah, I think this guy, having already done half of it, I think this guy might get sub 4, maybe 3.9. Look at that. Yeah, it's got to be about 3.9. Oh, it's 4.8. Oh, so it was about as quick. I thought it was quicker. 4.8. Yeah, it's another 4.8. Okay, so this guy wasn't as quick as I originally anticipated, but that's okay. 4.8 is still a good time, sub 5 seconds. This horse doesn't seem as fast as the 4.8. Is this the 4.9 one? Yeah, so the this guy will probably get about 5, 6 seconds, I would say. Who knows? Oh, that might have been oh, it's a 5.3, sub 5 seconds maybe, sub 4. I doubt we'll get a horse that's sub 4, that's naturally spawned. Yeah, that's about a 5.3 again, 5.4 this time. Oh, I thought it was quicker. I'm obviously terrible at judging the speed of horses. Let's do that again. So that was a 5.4. That's a 5.5. Oh. 5.5, 5.4. Maybe it was 5.5 before instead of 5.4. I don't know. What's this? 5.4. Okay, we'll just go 5.4. We'll try this one again. So this one I think was supposed to be a 6 or something, 6, 7, but it ended up with a 9.1. We'll try it again. And I don't get it. Maybe it's because it landed on a 6. It could be that in jumping from 5 to 6, or in jumping from any sort of second, that causes the clock not to stop. I wonder if it's just this horse. I wonder if it's the timer knows it's this horse that's running. Is like, all right, I'm gonna muck it up for this guy. Yeah, it just jumped up there. It jumped right up to 9. All right, I doubt I'm going to get it figured out today. I'll figure it out in my own time, I reckon. I think I'm just going to end the episode there. I am pretty satisfied with our progress on the horse arena. We've got it to a point where it's basically finished. We've actually tested it. We've got readings for most of the horses except for one. But I'll just have to try and work out what the issue is. But yeah, thank you all very, very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll be on to something else tomorrow.